So to start, what is Salesforce? We already know. What are the additions of Salesforce that we also already know. Now, what are the environments in Salesforce? So the environments in the Salesforce are Lightning and the Classic. The Classic environment is since day one when Salesforce started, but the Lightning environment is after that, and they recently released that Lightning environment in 2000. Okay, so Lightning environment came into the picture in November 2015. They initially introduced Lightning for the mobile phones, but later on they decided to move to the desktop platform or the computer platform also. Why they introduced this Lightning platform? Because they thought that this is going to be fast enough for the people, those who go on the sales or those who travel a lot and do the business, and there are some shortcuts also. Okay, first we will be learning in Classic. Then I'll once you are ready with the Classic, I'll give you intro about the Lightning and how the Lightning look and feel goes. Okay, first we will start with the Classic. Why Classic? Because Classic is the platform where all the admins generally work.
Devika, sorry to interrupt you. Are
Yeah.
you sharing your screen?
No, not yet. I'll be
Okay,
sharing in
okay.
a few minutes. Okay. So Classic is the one where generally admins work, and though admin works with the Lightning too, but major work has been done in the Classic, and then Lightning is major for the developers. So developers work on the both of the platforms and admins too, but we decide like, okay, Lightning components and everything is related to the development, and Classic is like an old version where admins generally work. Okay. Nowadays, Lightning is being used by each company, so we have to make sure that we are ready with the Lightning part also. But Classic is also yet used by a lot of companies, and they are not moving to Lightning at all because of the features, because of the flexibility, and everything. Okay, so two environments in the Salesforce: Lightning and Classic. Lightning is new one, Classic is the old one. Now, how data flow in the Salesforce? Please make a note of it. The data flow in Salesforce, I might have told you before. If not, then it's a good part that I have not told you because I'm going to explain them now. Few 8 points you have to make sure, and these are the words I'm going to use very, very frequently. Okay, the data flow. The words I'm going to use over here, I'm going to use these words very frequently when we will work in Salesforce. The first is application, second is object, third is tab, fourth is fields, fifth record, sixth setup. Setup is the place where admin make all the modification. Seventh, app exchange. Eighth, app menu. Okay, so app menu is the place where all the application will be stored, and app exchange is like a market, like your Google Play Store, Apple Store, all those stores. So that's the app exchange for Salesforce, app market for Salesforce. Okay. What are records, fields, tab, object, and applications? That I'll tell you later on. Okay, but please make sure this is a part of a data flow. This is how the data flow in the Salesforce, the way I have told you, apart from the app exchange and app menu till setup. And this is also the words I'm going to use most frequently in Salesforce. Okay. Apart from this, there are a lot of words we're going to speak about. But
Devika,
yep.
this is Raja. So last the two seventh one and eighth one, the words. I have noted
Yes.
the application, object, tab, fields, records, and setup.
App exchange and app menu.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so I'll share this. Let me know once you see my screen.
Yeah, we see your screen.
Perfect, thank you. All right, so if you see, currently I'm into the Lightning environment. Everybody, whosoever, who all logged in, they must be in the Lightning environment. Now you have to switch it to the Classic environment. It is possible that every time you log into Salesforce, you go to the Lightning environment instead of the Classic environment. In order to have access the Classic environment, you have to go to this small little snowman on right hand side top corner. This icon do not change. This icon remains like this only. And then you have to switch to Salesforce Classic. Okay. So if you are seeing all these names in my account, do not worry, you will not see them because I log into different accounts. So that is the reason why I'm getting too many here. Okay. But you have to go to switch to Salesforce Classic. Now, this is the environment where we all gonna work, where we all gonna do the job. Nothing major. Whatever the change you make in Classic, those changes are gonna display in the Salesforce Lightning as well. Okay. Because Lightning is the new one, so they have given the option to click on go to the Lightning from Classic to Lightning, switch to Lightning experience, and under the name of yours. Okay. So now let's start with the top left corner, and then we will take a tour about the entire Salesforce page. The top left corner shows you the Salesforce logo. This logo is an editable logo in Salesforce. Means if you are not liking the logo of Salesforce and if you want to customize it to your company logo, you can do it without any problem. Okay. This can be done and change as per the requirement. After this logo, do you see this search box? We call this search box a global search box. Okay. Do not change the name. Do not say anything as it's a global search. Okay. The word we call for this search is a global search. What this global search does, if you want to find any database, no object, no other settings. If you want to find any database in the system, we use this global search. Okay. This global search will help us in finding the database, the data set in the Salesforce. Please mute yourself. There's a noise coming up. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so this is a global search, what we call it. This global search helps you in finding the data set in the Salesforce. Okay. After this global search, if I move to right hand side, it says switch to Lightning experience. So in order to go back to the Lightning page, we click on this particular link. If it may be possible the company is using the Classic and you do not see this Lightning because that is disabled from the backend. Okay. Then it's your name, what you see on the right hand side. Under your name, you have few settings available. We will discuss them later on, but not now. But under your name, you get some settings, your profile related settings and some other settings too. And you also get the logout and switch to Lightning experience option. Then setup. Setup is the place where the admin works. Okay, I told you that we will be calling setup a lot in the Salesforce. This is the place where admin do the job or developer do the job. Any changes you want to do in the system, you'll be doing it from the setup. Okay? Anything you want to change in the system, you'll be doing it in the setup. What is setup page? What exactly where you go in the setup page? What you click on? That we'll discuss on later. Then comes the help. Help is the place. Generally, you will see help and training, not help only, but it is a developer account. So we are getting only help, no training. Okay, training means you can raise a customer support ticket to the client, to your Salesforce, and then take a support. But here you will get only help. Help means you can see the articles, you can see the knowledge base and all. So help and training is a place from where you can either raise a support ticket in Salesforce, or you can look into the articles available directly from the Salesforce. Okay, that is the place. And I'll take you to the tour of help and training page from my another client's account. Okay, then this, the blue box, this blue, small blue box is your app menu. Okay, this is your app menu. You will see all your applications over here. The application you are creating, the application you have downloaded into the Salesforce, all the application which you have created manually or downloaded, you'll be able to see over here. So that's the sales. That's not sales, basically that's the app menu. Do not get confused when I say app menu. App menu means this entire section. Okay, it doesn't mean that sales is the app menu. No, it means that this entire section is called app menu. Okay, any doubt, any confusion, anything you want to ask here? No? Perfect. Now, let's move to the next section. This is the one which you see on top and you see my cursor moving. We call this tab menu. Okay, tab menu bar. There are a lot of tabs in here which we can click on and open a page of. So we call this tab menu bar. Tab menu bar contains the tab which you want to easily access. That does not mean that system only contains these tabs only. There are a lot of tabs in system, but which we generally use in the company and which we gonna access a lot, that we keep on a top. Rest we let it be in the tab menu. Okay, this is the bar of tab menu. Now we'll go to the tab entire menu, and if I'll show you the list of tabs available. You see, these are the list of tabs available in Salesforce right now. We don't use all of them, so that's the reason you're seeing few of out of these entire tab menu. Okay, I'll go back to home. So that was the tab menu. Now I clicked on this home button. So this home button is gonna be a default for all of you and all of the application. Okay, means the application you're gonna create in the Salesforce, I mean manually creation I'm talking about, this home button is gonna be a default and it needs to be there. If you cannot remove this home button from the application you create. How to create an application, how to create a tab, object and everything, we will study. After this page helps you in managing your time, managing your events, managing your tasks, means upcoming tasks or items you want to approve. We can still modify this page as per the requirement, like adding a dashboards here. Dashboard means some graphical representation over here, adding some more components over here. We can do those customization as per the requirement. But yes, this is the standard page and look of the page. Okay. On left hand side, you will find some quick items to do it. So like you can create some event, task, campaign, lead, account. Like these are the quick items you can create from this create new section. Then whatever you recently visited in Salesforce, you will see those recent list over here under the home page. I'm talking about, not anywhere else, it is on the home page. If you go individually to the tabs, then you might see more relevant data. So that's basically for the, like if you made any changes to the settings, or if you made any changes to the, you created some data that you will see on the home page and recent items. This recycle bin is gonna stay over here, and this is your Salesforce recycle bin. Anything you delete from the Salesforce, do not go to your desktop recycle bin. It goes directly in here. So if you're deleting anything from the Salesforce, it comes up here and stays in here for next 15 days. Okay. After 15 days, it empty. It becomes. So you can simply just go ahead and revert the changes you have done to the record and put it back into the organization. Because if you have deleted some data by mistake in terms of recovering, this is the place of your recovery. If it is after 15 days and you got to know, okay, you deleted it by mistake, then you have to contact to Salesforce. Salesforce still have a way to recover the data for 60 days, but they charge for it. Okay. So recycle bin is a place where you will be able to see your deleted data. Now, from left to right, it's your name first, and if you click on it, you will be on the profile page where you can do some modification to your name, email address, and everything by clicking on this hyperlink. Okay, this is a hyperlink, but your name, you can add your image also. There's no problem adding your photo over here. You can add your image. Okay, then you will be get to know that which winter you are in. Okay, which release you are in. On the right hand side, winter 21 for developers. So this is the release part. So this is the release currently happen into the Salesforce. So another thing, guys, please make sure you remember it, though it is not going to be a question into an exam, but still. There are 3 releases in an year, which each admin and developer have to take. Okay. Any person who is a certified person of Salesforce needs to take all these 3 releases in an entire year. Okay. Release names are summer, spring, winter. Okay, these are 3 release name. Winter is always a next year release. Means now it is winter, but you are in 2020, but Salesforce do 21 release. So winter 21 is gonna be the release. Then it is gonna be the summer or spring. Summer, and then the spring. Okay. So these are the 3 releases happen in an year, and every admin or developer have to take the exam. Why? Because if you do not take these exams, these releases, then your license will get expired. Okay. So in order to keep our license maintained, we have to take the release exam. Then below, most of you used a platform which is so known, and you can relate that Salesforce is the backend of that platform. Any guesses? Most of you know that platform. We use that platform on everyday basis. We open whenever we have time.
Social media
Facebook.
Yes.
Social media, yeah.
Facebook. Facebook is an application which has been entirely developed on the backend of Salesforce. Okay, so the page which I'm going to show you after this, that is Chatter, you will feel like, okay, this exactly looks like a Facebook. Okay, you post on Facebook, you upload data like images on Facebook, you do some events, you do some other add of friends, you follow the friends, you do everything like a Chatter in Salesforce. Okay, obviously some changes are there on the Facebook platform because it's an other altogether other business, but yes, it's a platform which has been designed on the back end of Salesforce itself, and it's a real sales, and Facebook is a very big client of Salesforce. Okay, who is the owner of the Salesforce?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Ah, Facebook. That's a Facebook. Mark Benioff. They have a similar names. I can agree there's a confusion. It's Mark Benioff. Okay, he's the owner of a Salesforce. He was a part of a Oracle team. When he left Oracle, he started this, and now see where it is. It's a boom.
Devika, I just had one question about the license that you just mentioned.
Mhm.
So the first time when I take my exam in Jan, right, Jan or Feb, so how long is that valid for?
So it's valid for 1 year. Okay, for entire 1 year it is valid your exam, but you still have to give your this releases, because Salesforce say if nobody is giving any release exam means they are not updating themselves, because in every release they introduce something new.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Okay, so if you are not giving a release exam every quarter, so it means you are not updating yourself, then what is the purpose of keeping a license?
I see.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
So that is the reason why you have to every time give your release exam, most importantly. Okay. We will discuss about Chatter and all, but before that, I'll just take you through with other things. So here you can see the post assigned to you, or the post which has been a general post like anybody can see in the company. You can see all those posts over here. Okay, under the feed section. If you see, we call this section a feed section. We can hide this feed because sometimes it is way too long. So we hide this feed and we can show the feed again. Okay, so we can do this way. Now the calendar. Calendar is a place where you will see all your events scheduled for the day or last 7 days, next 7 days for the entire month. You can schedule your events over here. This is a calendar. You just simply go to the calendar like one day schedule event. 7 days, you can see the 7 days like 16 to 20. Was there any event? If you want to see the entire month, you can see the entire month. Okay. So that's something you can do it. You can share your calendar with the team as well internally. Like share my calendar. You can share the calendar with the team. They can also access it, and they can put the meeting on your calendar. Okay, so this is the event. Event means what? In Salesforce, event means what you get from others, or you uh, decide to have a meeting with others. Okay, that's the event. We call it an event. Now, my task. Task means what you just create for yourself. Nobody else is gonna intervene in it, or it is not gonna be a public meeting. It is like you created for yourself, like I have a call, or I need to call this time to the person. Whatever the task you create for yourself, you can see those tasks over here. Like I have to email, or I have to go on break, I'm on leave on that day. Any kind of task you can create over here. Okay. Now, items to approve. This is something related to the advanced technology in Salesforce. But if something is there pending for you to approve in Salesforce, that you will see it here. So as I told you earlier, that this can always be editable. There's no problem. This entire page can be changed, can be edited. We can add dashboards. We can add something else also over here. That is up to us how we want to modify the page. Okay. But the left section we cannot modify. This remains the same. We can add things, but we cannot delete. These are the basic necessities, 3 things you see over the left hand side, like the recent item, create new, and recycle bin. Okay. Any doubts, any confusion? What are charter feed? What is feed? I do not want to take it up right now. Okay. Anything you want to talk about? No? Guys, I'm going slow. Why? Because I want you to have things on your mind. If I start on faster pace, in that case, it will be a skip for you. Okay?
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
For you, the app, what was it called? The app menu says sales for you, but it says content for me. Is there any reason why?
There's no reason of it.
Oh, okay.
You can just click on sales.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Anything else, guys? No? Perfect. Let's move on. I'm coming back to your name because there are things, a lot of things in your name and on top right corner. So if you see, click on your name, go to my profile. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you about. This is the same page which we access from your home, which is this, and the same page we access from your name and my profile. Okay, so same page. There are multiple ways to access same thing in the Salesforce with the same options. Okay, so first of all, I can add my image over here, though I have not done it, but yes, I can add my image over here. It's a developer account, so that is the reason. But when you are in a company always asks you to add your image on the Salesforce. It's mandatory. Okay, then you see your contact details below and what kind of contribution you have in the Salesforce. Like I'm not doing anything. I'm not posting anything. I'm not doing any other job. So I'm an observer with 0 posts, 0 comments and everything. But if I do something, if I have any other job, then I'll be having this orange dot moving ahead to the certain levels. Okay, so that's the reason why it is 0 right now, because it is 0 because I have not posted anything. But if I'll be posting something or I'll be chatting a lot with the people like on a chatter post, then I'll be having this moving towards right. And this shows that how involved you are in system. Okay, that's the contribution. If you go here, you will be able to see, okay, observer, active influencer, top. Top means you are so much active on the posting and on the answering. So that's you. Want to increase your contribution, post that engage others, share files, like, comment, and other people post. So like, I'll like this, I like this, I like this. So this is something I like. So that is gonna be, who's Usha? Murli, can you just check?
Miss Devika, Miss Usha has joined just now. I have sent her invite with the approval
Okay.
of everyone.
Okay, thank you. All right, so this is how you increase your contribution in the system. Now, what is this? On your profile page, you only see the post you got, like in Facebook, if you go to your home page, you only see the post you are involved in or you posted or some common post also. So that is what you see over here as well. Instead of a post, we call them feeds. Okay, we call them feeds. What are feeds? Feeds are like your the messages being provided to you. Now, Under feed, you have several options available. First is the post, means you want to do some announcement, or you want to share something with your followers, or you want to do something to your other people. Like if you are sharing something over here, it goes to your all the followers. Okay, so that's something which you will be posting over here, and your friends will, followers means your friends. Your friends will see this file if you want to share any file with your friends. If you do not want to share it with your entire friend list, then you just have to mention the name of the person, like this. We do in Salesforce, mention and the name of the person, like I'm mentioning myself like this. Okay, so once you write the initial name, you'll be able to see that username over here, and then you can upload the file directly from computer either, or you can select it from Salesforce as well. There's a place where you can put your files in Salesforce, and that you can select over here. Okay, so that is something which you'll be dedicating to someone. Okay, hi, please look into this. So at the rate person name, so that person will get notification and will be able to see the file you have attached. The link, same with the URL. If you want to share that any URL with the system or with somebody else particularly, you can share it. We can still modify these three options. Instead of these three options, we can have other options like create new account, lead, or something like this kind of option. We do have those options. Poll, if you want to have some polling, like would you like to party at the beach, or would you like to party in the restaurant? So that kind of poll among your team members. So you can add your team members, give the 2 choices, or if you want to add more, you can add more too, like from add more choices, and give the 2 choices and they can poll. That is going to be a fun, actually, the way you get the poll. Okay. If you have any questions, you can have your questions posted over here, and let the people answer those questions. Okay. And the people I'm talking about, they are not going to be your outside people, not going to be anybody, your other friend, like they don't work in the company. The people, only those who are a part of your Salesforce account, means they are accessing your Salesforce. In your organization, they are accessing your Salesforce. Those people are going to be your friends either, or going to be your followers or following you. Those are the one which you will be which you'll be sending all the details. Okay, so you just have to make sure whatever you're posting over here, that is going to be a live post and going to be visible by the other people also, apart from the person you're mentioning. Okay, either you specifically mention the people, or who can see this post, we can do this setting change. Okay. Now on the right hand side, do you see this small arrow?
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I have a question. When you are choosing the option poll or question, for example, if I do poll and I add, I wanna share this with somebody specific, so I would say first at I don't have anybody right now, but I'm gonna tag myself at Eric, and then how are you? It's a question, right? It doesn't matter. Choice 1, choice 2, and then just share. And then this is just gonna be seen by me, right?
No, to your followers. If you're not following somebody, then it will be only you and the person you mentioned.
Oh, so it's gonna be everyone, and
Everyone,
the person,
everyone whom you're following, and the person whom you mentioned, because mentioned person is specifically in there, right? It's not a general, you are asking it to a particular person. But if it is only if you're not mentioning anybody, it is going to be your followers only. And then if you are like if you do not have any followers, or you are not following it to somebody, somebody, then it would be the person who you had mentioned. Whether you follow it or not, that doesn't matter.
And if I want to follow somebody, how do I look for people to follow?
So that is your, I'll show you that how you look for the people and then you can follow them. Okay. So my settings, edit profile and help on this page. Why we are missing?
I'll find people to follow.
Yes, skipping, yes, yeah. I was not seeing that link, following one. Yeah, find people to follow. That's the one. From here, you can find all your Salesforce, I mean, all of the people, those who are available in Salesforce, and you can follow by clicking on the plus follow button.
Can I follow you?
No, because you are not into my Salesforce.
Ah, okay.
Okay, it is only the one which is being used by your company. Okay. And if you have created any group or you want to join any group, you can click on this link and you can join the group. Okay.
Got it.
So the feeds are the place where you will see all your feeds and posts, and the overview is the place from where you can follow the people. You can see whom you're following or who is following you. I mean, who all are your followers, and then you will be, and it is required that you let the people know that what are your expertise about yourself in a professional terms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go to my settings, you go to my settings from here too. Okay. So under your name, my profile, also you have this my setting option. Edit profile means if you want to edit something related to your profile, that you can do it by clicking on edit profile. Help for this page, if you really need any help for this page, you just simply click on it. The article of Salesforce will open up and you can look into more about it. Okay. My settings is same as on top, my settings. What is my settings? There are a lot of things in my settings, which I believe we should not talk about right now. Okay. So my settings, actually, if I talk about these things, it would be a part of the setup as well. Personal information, change my password. I can tell you a few things, but I will not tell you the advanced ones because that is something we'll cover up when we start the setup part. Okay, so under the my settings, we have few things which we can cover easily and there's nothing major in it, like the personal information. So you can edit your personal information by editing this page. Make sure you enter your work hours information because other people can see these work hour information. Your entire full name details, your username is something which you initially selected or which you are using in order to log in. So that is the reason why we cannot change the username. Address, company name, and everything you can define over here. That's your personal information.
Devika, Raja here.
Yeah, Raja.
I had a question on the previous page where you had shown us the calendar, right? So I had a question.
Page?
Here in calendar, right? Can we integrate our Outlook calendar with this here, or it is a separate one?
We can.
Okay, thank you.
But please do not go to integration yet because that's a very, very far topic. And it's a part of the developers.
Because I know when you showed us the timing, right? Then that is where I got this question actually.
Yeah, so we can do it. That's a good question. We can do the integration. There's no problem. The Outlook integration is available. There's a plugin also, which we call it Salesforce for Outlook. So that is the plugin which we use in order to integrate our Outlook with Salesforce. And we can get the calendar over here, Outlook calendar.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I guess you can also integrate it with Google, with Gmail. Or...
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So integration is something which developers do, or even the admin also do. There's nothing like admin don't do, but integration is a very far topic. Secondly, you can integrate any application, either the application which is not available with Salesforce or the application which are available with Salesforce. Okay, integration happen like, and you can install all the application from your app store to the phone. Same thing happens here. Okay, and those are not available. Salesforce provides API for that. So what is API and everything, we'll discuss. Okay, a bit about it, not in detail, but a bit about it. Okay, let's go back to the settings. Personal information. Personal information is basically about you. Then we can change our password. If we remember a password and if we find that, okay, somehow my password is leaked to somebody and I should change the password, then you should change the password from here. Okay, it is mandatory that you do not share your password with anybody in your company, because they could have done anything and it is on your name then. Okay, they can do anything in the system by using your account and it is on your name. Nobody can identify who logged in, when logged in, though it is going to be a secured one, because if you log into new computer, it always asks for the verification code, which comes to your email. But if you are not getting any verification code when you log into new computer, then it's a problematic part. Okay. Language and time zone. This language and time zone, whatever you decide here, is going to be your system language and time zone. Nobody else going to impact from here. Okay, this is your system time zone, language, and everything which you decide to be here. But there is other place from where we decide for the entire company what time zone and what language they should see. You can change for yourself from here. Okay. Grant account login access. This is the place from where you allow your company admins or Salesforce support team to have access to your Salesforce. If you say company admins can log into your Salesforce account, I mean, being an admin, I can, if there's an issue coming up for one of my office teammate, so I can get into his account by not having the password of the account. So instead of sharing the password and username, you can simply allow access for 1, 2, 3 days to your company system admin, and they can log in. They can get into your account without having the password. If you allow Salesforce support 1, 2, 3 days access, they will also be able to get into your Salesforce account without having your password. They never ask you for the password, the Salesforce support team. Okay. The groups you have created, if you have created any personal groups to share some record in a personal groups, you can create one group over here with 3, 4, 5, 10 people, and you can share anything over there. Okay, so that's something which we will rediscuss when we create the groups. This security token, I'm going to leave it for now because this is not related to any of the functionality right now we're going to start with. It is later on when we go into the data management, so we will be using this. Connections. Okay, login history is the place where you can see when you logged in, how you logged in, which URL you used to logged in, location, and everything. You will see everything in here. Okay, so if you can see remote access, I have given to Salesforce help login.salesforce.com United States. So I have given some remote access to the people under the Salesforce help, but I have not given, I don't know why. You can see last 6 month history when you logged in, if why this page has been used. And we can see on top. Do you see this invalid password? Means I tried to log in with the wrong password once, and then I logged in with the correct password, so it successfully let me enter. But initially when I logged in, it was an invalid password, and I can see it from here. So in your company, if people say, I logged in, I'm trying to log in, but I'm not able to log in with some reason. So you can just come up here and see the login history of the user and let them know that, okay, this is the reason why you're not able to log in, whether it's a password invalid or they're using some different URL or something different, you'll be able to let them know. Okay. Approval settings, I'm not gonna talk about. Advanced user details, we're not gonna talk about right now. Okay, so that's it from this setting part. I'm not gonna talk about any of these details right now because this is something later on. And calendar sharing and activity reminders. So this is something you can set for yourself. If you want to share the calendar with somebody else, you can give the access. Like here it says full access. If I want to add this person, then I save it, show details and events only. Okay, so it is going to be only details and events. If I want to edit, I can edit a person, full access to show details and add events, or full access. Okay, this is something I can do. And activity reminder, if I want a reminder for any of the activity, how minutes before you want a reminder, like 15, 20, 30, 1 hour, or all day event reminder to 8 a.m. And if you want, and you can test from here also, open a test reminder so that you can get to know if there is any blockers from the browser. Okay, you can do that. Okay, that's it. Few quick links over here. We'll talk about it later on. For now, I've started the Salesforce. Any question, anything you want to talk about?
Devika, you just created one event and you deleted it, right? Now that will be saved in the recycle bin.
No, that's not an event I created. I just added a person to share my calendar. If you see over here, I'm sharing my calendar. That's it. I added a person to share the calendar. One more thing, guys, my bad, I didn't specify it before, that please do read these top lines when you are on any page. Why? Initially, it will help you to know that what this page is related to. And secondly, when you move on to other pages, what you have to do on those pages. Okay, please do read these top lines and these extra wordings on the page, because this is gonna really help you out when you are on any of the page. Okay, though it is just that I am sharing a calendar with a person or with a group, I can share my calendar. They can add events to my calendar. They can see that, okay, when I'm busy, when I'm available, like my Outlook calendar, right? Like, and if there is a company using Outlook, all of them, so everybody can see that, okay, my manager is busy on that so and so date, I can fix the meeting up at that point of time. This is the time slot available for my manager, so that you do, right? Same thing you do in here. You just share your calendar manually first, and then people can add in all the events or all the time slot they can book with you, right? So this is
One
not,
question.
yep.
And in that case, for example, we have the integration already done for Outlook or Google, if a company is using Google and Calendar. So if we integrate it and then we have access to that different persons' calendars, and we want to set up something here, it's going to be updated or synchronized to the calendar that they have. So whatever settings we are changing here is going to be changed also in the different people that we have access to through the Salesforce.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. So
Okay.
in that sense, so Salesforce is like it's like a group of databases. It's a consolidation of the different databases that you can find in almost any company, and you are just putting all of these databases in one place, and then you can access it and integrate everything in the same place, right?
Yes, that's right.
Wow. Okay. All right. Got it. Thanks.
All right. So now you can see that how good it is, how good platform it is. First of all, it is letting you manage your customer database. Then it is letting you manage your other platforms into one. You can access your Outlook from here. You can, if somebody adds an event or adds something to you, it comes up into your Outlook, into your Gmail also. I mean, wherever you sync you do the syncs, it is gonna be there, so that you do not skip any event if you are not onto a Salesforce platform, because it is there on your Outlook, Gmail, other platforms too. Okay, whatever the times they schedule.
So, for example, and because I'm working at a university, and we have a lot of things that are very manual. So what I'm doing, I'm creating databases for all the different things that I need to follow up on, because we don't have a system that is integrated. So, but if I have, because I was thinking it would be good to have one place that I could, look at all this. So I created one repository. I call it that way, a repository that links me to the different databases that I'm using, so I can track them. But
Yes.
that is a very manual way that I'm doing. So when I see all this, I see the campaigns, the leads, the accounts, all this databases is the ones that I'm creating, and I'm updating manually, practically, with the team that we have. So so Salesforce, practically what I'm looking at right now is that a software that would allow me to integrate them and have everything in one place.
Yes.
Wow.
It does allow.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
So whatever
Thanks a
you're
lot.
doing manually, either it's a Google Analytics you're using or the Excel you're using, you can have
Yes.
everything put into the Salesforce and get that done.
I have Google Analytics. I have Facebook pixels tracking.
Yes.
I have softwares that I create landing pages, MailChimp.
Websites,
I mean,
MailChimp,
yes.
LinkedIn, Sales Navigator. Yes, you can integrate everything into the Salesforce and have it on a one place. Okay.
Whoa. Thanks.
Yeah. So guys, it's just an interaction between him and me, but yes, it is for all of you to have a good knowledge about how important and how big Salesforce is in the market, why no other companies application are not standing in front of Salesforce, because they are not allowing the system to be open the much the Salesforce allows them. So that is the reason why Salesforce says that if you are certified, it is going to be valuable for you in searching the job first. Second is, if you are not renewing your certificate, if you're not giving the releases, then it means that you're not updated on the platform and they revoke your access to the certificate. Okay. So that is the main purpose of having the releases every year thrice. And if you don't give them, then it means you are not letting your license continue.
So,
And in that case, you gotta be certified every 4 months or once a year.
Once a
And
year, but you revise your certification every 4 months and every
okay.
4 months. Okay.
Okay.
So that's something means you are an admin, you already certified, you are mentioning that same on your CV. But now, if you want to present that, okay, you are certified admin, because there is a page from where we can check our certification. Okay. So anybody can check our certification by just putting our email address or the name. So if if there is a page and they don't see you as a certified person in there, that means you do not have certification, and companies do validate if you're saying that you are certified. Okay. All right, guys. I would prefer to stop here because I want you to go ahead and study what we. Yeah, there is a question, I believe. Which link? Okay, where you can see a certification, that link? Yes, I'll share you with you just a second. It's verify certification. Just a second, I have to remind it actually. Certification dot. Yeah, certification verification dot. Verify certification trailhead. Just a second, I'm having that open up. Trailhead verification page. Yeah, this is the page. I'm gonna share this link with you all. Okay.
Ms.
Either-
Devika, a small question. Can I ask you?
I'm sorry, it's to Arun only, but I'm gonna share it with everyone. Yes, please.
Just now you showed that we can give access either to our colleagues or the Salesforce staff. And
Mhm.
in that drop down, there were two more options of 1 year as well as 3 years. So are those options also active?
Yes.
So it depends on how much access we would like to give the duration for. We can select and then we can give the access.
Yes.
All right.
So it's up to us that how long we need to select, but 3 years is not there actually. 1 year is the
Okay.
max.
3 days, yeah. 1
3
week.
days, 1 week, month, and 1 year.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thanks.
No problem. So I have shared the link where you can verify the credential of anybody who is saying that they are certified. I also say that I'm certified. I do, but I failed to manage my one certification. But yes, I did it earlier. So yeah. So it's now, if you see my name, Devika Goyal, that's my entire name. You will see my certification that I have done. I own 2 now, but earlier I owned 4, which I failed to manage. My bad. But yes, now I cannot any longer mention that, okay, I'm certified of this certification because it is not there. Nobody can prove that I do have a certification. I can show them my old, when I passed that certification, that email I have, I can show that email to the people, whomsoever I say that I'm app builder certified, but it is not there on this page.
You can take a screenshot, right, and keep it.
Yeah, that's there on the email. That's there on the email. You always get your certification on the email. When you are certified, you get an email. Congratulations, you have been certified as a Salesforce app developer.
And the
app
duration, they
builder.
put the end date or something?
They put the day when you are qualified.
And then
Not the
end date
duration.
is?
No, end
Okay.
date. No end date. But when you qualify, so that means you certified some time back, but you didn't manage it. So it is not there on the verification page.
On the verification.
Yeah, so I can only tell them this thing when I'm sitting with them on over the interview, but I cannot put that in my CV. Why? Because I do not have that active certification right now.
And once you go back again and do some qualify that for that update or the upgrade,
no,
you'll
I
get
don't.
it back.
No, I won't be able to do that. I have to re-enter the exam.
Or you need to reapply the exam and okay, and get it certified again. Okay.
Yes.
That is a good to know. Okay, thank you very much. Because other PMP and all, they give us a grace period of 1 year where you have to get PD, and then you can make sure you're still you pay the annual fees, and then you're still certified. But after 1 year grace period, they will pull it down.
But not happen with the Salesforce. Earlier, Salesforce used to charge annual fee of $100, but now they revoked everything. They are not charging any fees for renewal.
This is the largest certified certification. How many people do you think are certified in the world? 500,000?
More than that.
1 million?
We can Google it.
Yeah, that is fine. But that tells us how much is the demand also, because there are too many people. That means there will be more supply than demand.
The thing here is there are too many people, but the people, those who got certified, they either got by using some dumps, like the question paper dumps, because question papers are always a leakable thing, right? So if you're certifying something by having only question paper dumps, that means you do not have any practical knowledge of the platform. So that is the reason why proxy is so popular in US. If you see that people get job based upon the proxy thing, which I don't do, because if you have an expertise, if you have a knowledge, then you don't go for the proxy. You go for your interview, you fail in one, you fail in 10, but you will get something after that. You are learning something from those interviews. You're preparing yourself for the better opportunity. That is something is good if you get the knowledge on the platform and then you pass the exam. If you want to pass the exam right now as well, I can give you the dump and you can pass it easily by just doing some, by hearting all the questions and answer. But instead of seeing the concept behind those questions and answer, I feel like, okay, if there is any 10th question, which is a tricky question, and you get some different answers to the question, you won't be able to select the correct answer from them.
Yeah. But finally, this certification is one thing, but finally you have to work. Work means you have to
Yes.
show that you know what you're doing, right? You can't
Yes.
just pass it off. So
So
that is
company
the
can
key. That
give
comes
you,
only through experience.
yes, so company can keep you for a month or two. But if you don't show them the work, you don't do the job, in that case, you're gone. Or you take help from outside. Like I do have clients, those who work as a Salesforce person, but they take consultations from me and I help them out in their daily tasks into the Salesforce. So what is the purpose of having the job? You just, I'm also charging. I'm also charging a good amount from them. So
Yeah,
they pay
it is
me.
called as a proxy job, and
Yeah.
many many people do that. From China also it happens that way.
Yeah. All right. So I believe this helps you a lot to know that how Salesforce works and how it's gonna go in the Salesforce. And we'll start with other things. Next Saturday onwards, the class will be regular. For now, we have festivals, and I'm also not available for 2 days, tomorrow and day after. Molly will take up further. Molly will take up about the setup page. We'll tell you about the setup page and how. Molly, can we take application creation tomorrow?
Yes, Devika, I'll take that.
And setup page, a declarative about, I mean details about the setup page. Okay.
Yes, I'll take it up.
So we'll talk about these two things tomorrow, and when we join back on next Saturday, when we connect again, we'll talk about more things, and the class is going to be regular. Okay.
Sure. Devika, this is Usha here. I have a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
I just joined today, actually. I don't know if you already mentioned this before, but for practice purposes, do we have to download something like the system? Do we have to create an account or something, or what do we do?
Yes, we have to create an account. Guys,
Okay.
please help Usha. Guys, please help Usha.
Yes, I will help her.
Okay, can you please share the link right now in the chat box?
Sure, I will.
Okay, so Usha, you will get the link in few seconds. And yep, it's there. Let me also check. It's developer.salesforce.com. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the platform where you will go create your account. Do not use username as your email address, because your email username, once it has been used, it has been used. You can never go back and again create account with the same username. So please select anything like abc@gmail.com, abc and like any kind of name.
Okay.
But it should be in the email format. It should be a format of email.
Got it.
Okay. And use your proper email address. That is not going to harm you further. Okay. And the email. And once you logged in, please switch to Salesforce Classic, what you saw today, and you will be receiving all the demo session and this recording in your group. I'll ask Ravi to have this in the group.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. Any more questions, guys?
Hey, hi Devika, this is
Yep.
Ashwini. I have a very quick question.
Yes.
Along with this practical scenario, do we have to study any theoretical subject
Yeah.
also?
Yes. Yes.
So
That
how we can get through it?
you'll get that from Ravi's side or from Gauri. Gauri, is it with you or Ravi?
I think Ravi.
Ravi? Okay.
Yeah.
So you will get it from Ravi. You will get one PDF file. In fact, not one, it's two PDF files, a complete book, two books, and you will get that in your account. After a few days, first you will get it in a day or so. I'll ask Ravi to give it to you by tomorrow, one book.
Okay.
Another book, you will get it after 10-15 days of the session.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you have to start with the book which we provide you first. That's a very, very basic book, old book, but it's a very basic book. Helps you to understand what Salesforce is and the concept and the platform. Once you start using it, then we'll provide you the another one that's gonna be the advanced one with the lightning platform.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And guys, don't worry about the content. You'll be getting all the type of content of Salesforce. Second, you will be getting the question papers when we are about to end the classes. You'll be getting the question paper from my side. They're like almost 600 questions, which you'll be studying. And I'm sure that 50% of the questions in the exam will come across from that set. Apart from it, just I'll let you know about the trailheads and everything. So you will go ahead and study the trailheads too. Okay. All right. Any more thing we need to discuss? Any more questions? Perfect. So we can end up today's session. I hope you guys like it. You guys enjoyed it. I really like the way we communicated today, and I want the same thing to happen at each class of us so that we interact more, we know more that how you understanding things and how you look into the things, how you are trying to implement things into your own company. Like I had a discussion with Eric, and he told me that he wants to implement this into his company. So I really like that concept. Please do discuss it. If you are finding any kind of issue or you want to understand that how you can do the job or how you can get this implemented into your companies. If you're not working in any company, no worries. Please discuss all the doubts you are having in your mind, even if it is a very, very small doubt. Please do ask it. It is everyone is here to learn. Nobody is here to make things in an appropriate way. I want you to learn. Please ask each and every single question. Okay, do not keep it to you.
Varsha, I got a question. It might be technical.
Yeah, no problem.
So when you make the configuration change as an admin, does the change occur at the enterprise level or at the desktop level for each individual? Plus, does it do it in real time or a batch process has to take place? Like, for example, in SAP, when they do some of the changes, it has to go to the app and everything. It has to run through the batch.
Yeah, but it happens with this app.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
CI/CD then?
This is not a SAP platform based. It is like on a direct basis. So whenever you make any changes in the system, apart from the development, I'm not talking about the development process, but if you're making any change in the system, it happens immediately.
So it's a CI/CD, continuous integration. So
yes. Okay. And second thing is, what was your other question?
Because suppose you do it at the enterprise level and each of them has their own setting and everything. So does that impact their settings too?
So it depends that what changes you are making in the system. If you're making a system change as an admin, and that is going to impact on the enterprise level, then it is going to be for everyone. If you're making a change only for yourself, there are options that you make changes for yourself too, or for selective people too. So there are things you can do it for selective people, for enterprise level, or for yourself only.
Okay, thank you.
Any more question, guys? Perfect. Have a great weekend, guys. I know it's almost end of the week. Oh, no, it's the start of the week, right? Weekend. So please have a great weekend and enjoy your time. Tomorrow's session will be conducted by Murli. He'll be taking care of the session tomorrow, and then we'll meet on Saturday again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very
Bye.
much. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.